right. Well, check it out. So we're gonna be talking about fucking Marxism, 2020, the reboot. I like what I wrote. I said we will not see it coming. Not see it. I'm saying, welcome. I'm doing this for iHeart and everything else, iTunes. So if I spell things out, welcome Soapbox Sundays. We gotta wake up, people. I mean, this is ridiculous. Are you not getting who this guy is? So I want to play you guys a video. Let me say hi first. Sorry. Okay, where are we? Green screen Arito. Let's go right about, say, there. Okay, I think that's probably where we go. All right, so I didn't shave. I didn't dress up. I'm not doing that shit anymore. I'm going to tell you this. Most people don't even help. Don't share this. Don't do much with it. Hold on a second. I'll check my goddamn match. Hold on a second. My ex-wife is grabbing me some eggs for me and my daughter. That's just so the people who wonder, like, oh, who is this idiot? Who's this not? This idiot, okay, is the guy who's going to be spending my son's 18th birthday with his mom, him, everybody, all of us, my oldest daughter, my youngest daughter. If I was still married to my ex now, she would be there. We'd all be hanging out together. That's the kind of jerk I am. I'm the kind of jerk that my ex now, who angrily, we went through a divorce, not me, but really her. I've switched it around to where it's okay, it's cool. And I that's what I mean is, I am an asshole, but I'm a good person. And that's the difference. I'm not kind. I'm good. I'm considerate. I'm thoughtful. I'm not kind. I don't do things, to be kind or sweet. I do things because there it fucking is. I've fed people that are outside my building just because I'm making food. And I know there's going to be extra. And I go, hey, you want this? If one of them goes like, oh, fuck you, just die. I would flip out. Like, go fuck yourself. Don't ask me anything. So I'm not kind. But I'm like, I got extra food. I should share it. I'm good. Anyway, the point being is, let me Facebook this shit so 4 people can fucking see it, right? And 1 person can maybe share it. That's the thing is, I'm gonna tell you, that's why I'm not dressed up. That's why I'm not going to dress up. Sorry. That's why I'm not going to dress up or do anything like that, because I'm giving you guys amazing insights into what's going on in the world right now. See, it takes so long. I'm not even on where I can freaking get my podcast. You see, that's what people don't get. That's how censored I am. Facebook has me so censored. Hold on. I can't even get my own Facebook shit. Is that crazy? I mean, think about it for a second, please. I can't get my own Facebook shit. I was going to say, am I not going? Okay. And it's so far behind. Let's see. Hold on. Let me do this. Why was I going to direct message you, Joey? I didn't. I just saw that if there was a reason, by the way, just so we know. Anyway, let me schnackle some of these people. Boom, diddle, diddle. Kitty in the middle. Oh, no, he doesn't care. Okay. I mean, a lot of people don't care also, but did I lose Adam Fernberg as a friend? No, there he is. Okay, good. Yeah, follow along with me. I'm doing this because I'm going to fill you with fucking real facts. And if you don't get the facts, I don't want her on there either. There's people I don't even want to share with anymore. The fact is, I'm going to tell you, I'm just right there. There's just people I didn't put on here I should have. I'm just going to tell you ahead of time. So share it. Share it, please. Share it. You know what I'm saying? Just share the goddamn thing. Anyway, yeah, see, I'm tagged. I had to tag me. Think about that. I had to tag me. I want you to think, I still can't get my thing where it says I had tagged me. Amazing. Okay. So now I have to share me. Okay. Boom. Shared. Okay. Sorry. I'm set now. It took me a minute. You know what? Listen. By the way, Every time I told everyone back in like I think it was May and shit like that, that don't do this because this is a test for them. They're seeing if they can lock us down. And if they can lock us down, then in the fall, they're going to fucking lock us down, like nationally lock us the fuck down. Please don't do this, you know. And I adhered to the rules. I wore the mask and stuff, but I didn't stay in. I went and did whatever I needed to do whenever I needed to do it. And if it wasn't open, I just found another way to get what I needed. And so, I mean, that's the thing. But I told you guys, I told you, and they're like, no, a couple weeks. And if they try and lock us down, man, we won't go for it. We'll stop them. And I said,
it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Whether you like it or not.
Now, what you need to do is you better get to know this motherfucker right here. That is Hitler. Or that's Karl MAYR. Karl MAYR, who was Hitler's colonel in charge of Hitler and basically introduced Hitler to politics. He's the Karl MAYR. Biden and Kamala and them, they're the Hitlers. And you're not getting that this is a... Now, here's the thing. Please share this. I'm begging you. I'm going to play a video. Fuck me. Take back the views if you can afterwards. I don't care. Please share this video when I play it for you. It's a few minutes. Just check it out, please. Okay, let me get to the share. But please check this shit out because this is scary as fuck. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to hit play.
I'm not fit anymore for the 21st century. It has laid bare the fundamental lack of social cohesion, fairness, inclusion, and equality. In short, we need a great reset. We have a choice to remain passive, which would lead to the amplification of many of the trends we see today. Polarization, nationalism, racism, and ultimately increased social unrest and conflicts. We have a choice. But we have another choice. We can build a new social contract, particularly integrating the next generation. We can change our behavior to be in harmony with nature again. And we can make sure that the technologies of the fourth industrial revolution are best utilized to provide us with better lives. It is obvious that we are in the midst of the most severe crisis the world has experienced since World War II. 75 years ago, countries and people came together to shape the post-war global order, which brought us decades of peace, increased global cooperation, and prosperity to hundreds of millions of people around the world. Now is the historical moment, the time, not only to fight the virus, but to shape the system for the need for the post-corona era. We have to mobilize all constituents of our global society to work together. We must not miss this unique window of opportunity.
All right. Well, are you following me there? Are we a team here? You see what I'm saying? Does this make sense? Does this make sense to all of us? Are we a team? Are we back? Does this seem right? Because I'm Jewish, you see. Okay. So I'm Jewish. I know me and Tom Arnold and Rosie O'Donnell. I mean, Roseanne Barr, I think it is, have the Jewish star tattoo, right? I got mine when I was like 12. So from a neighbor. A neighbor did tattoos, and all my cousins had the gold stars, and we didn't. And so I wanted a Jewish star, and I told him to tattoo it. Anyway, end of story. I'm Jewish. So this scares the fuck out of me. This scares the fuck out of me. To no end. To no end. This scares me to death. This guy. Look at him. Look where his hands are. Look where his hands are. Look at that. Where are we? Look at that. Like he's doing a double Heil Hitler. He's doing the two-handed Heil Hitler. And everyone's just okay with it. It's Marxism 2020, baby, the reboot. And it's not good. I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play the game. I'm not going to play that game. I'm telling you right now, get your guns. Get the fuck out of cities. I'm trying so hard to get the fuck out of here. I'm literally everybody. I try to talk to people and get them on board with certain things, and they're not. But they never have been. The masses have always been asses, and we got to stop that. Stop picking a side and just pick humanity. Pick the world. Pick freedom. You see, we don't need capitalism. I mean, we don't need Marxism. We don't need socialism. We need socialized democracy, true democracy, where if we're going to pay taxes and all that stuff, then fine. Everybody will be offered medical help. Now, of course, obviously, the people paying most money will be able to get, quote unquote, the best doctors, but there shouldn't be bad doctors. So anyway, the whole point is you can easily do social democracy with capitalism, and it works. And you cap income, meaning you control how much money's out there, in the sense of people can trade. People can go without money, you can trade and do everything else. But money-wise, this is how much you can make. So you can't buy and sell people. You can't buy islands. You could, but they'd be cheaper. What I'm saying is it's the income disparity is one of our biggest problems. Not what this dude's talking about. No, he's talking about fucking Germany. He's talking about Nazi views, and it's insane and it's fucking scary. And if you don't get that, you're not paying attention. Please share this. Please find out who KLAUS Schwab is. I mean, come on, his name's KLAUS Schwab. His name's KLAUS Schwab, and he's like, Die Schreifen. Come on, guys. He's throwing the double Hitler. He's got the double Hitler. My star is burning. My Jewish star is burning just hearing him talk. Okay, I'm just saying, you guys, we got to wake up to this. It's getting goddamn crazy. This is
gonna happen, whether you like it or not.
That's going to be our new leaders. That's what's coming. That's what's coming. I'm telling you, you're not being awake for this, and we need to all wake up, left and right. We have to, guys, again, just as easily as this is all the wacky, nutty left liberals doing all this crazy shit, I also believe it could be Trump heading the whole thing, like I said in 2016, where he was a Trojan horse. I do support Trump. Let me just say that. As of right now, I support Trump. As of right now, I don't want him to secede. I'd rather go to war than see him secede. If Trump is the guy who's stopping the pedos, if Trump is the guy who's giving America back to people, yeah, he wants to be the leader, the greatest, remembered as a hero. I get that. He's an egotistical blowhard. But if he's that dude who's trying to give, that's who I support. I support the guy who's about freedom, who has his religious views, but, like he said, he knows people, he has friends who are gay and this and that, would do whatever. People should just do what they want to do, type of thing like that, with their sexuality, with abortion, things like that. He wasn't changing none of that. Let's keep it real. It's Trumpublicans. And so if you supported Trump, that's probably what you supported. Now, there was the right wing that supported Trump for a certain reason, the conservatives and this and that. There was the left that hate him and for certain reasons, because he's not a socialist and this and that. But I believe he was changing things and making them better. If that's what he was doing, cool. But I also did say that at first I thought he was 100% a Trojan horse. In 2016, I was calling him out for being a Trojan horse. He's a fraud. He's trying to give the country to the Democrats and create what's going on right now, what they're doing right now. But it is possible Trump's 100% behind it. I mean, you got to be intelligent enough to think like, okay, he's a smart fucking dude. Like, he knows how to hustle shit, work shit. He reminds me of my dad, and I know my dad would do some shit, would have done some shit like that. So what I'm saying is, and I would have thought of shit like that in that sense, right? So what I'm saying is the best way in was to Trojan horse in and get all the Republicans to finally just side with socialism and Marxism and accept it. And then you can run right through the rednecks. You can run right through the country black people and things like that don't want to give up their freedoms. The Latin people who came here and are citizens, or even just came here and aren't willing to give up their freedoms again. You can railroad over all of us. As long as you get the masses, the mass tards, to go along with it. And right now, if you really watch, he is getting Republicans just fine. Let's just move forward, and we'll look into 4 years from now and this and that. And they're just like, let's just move forward. Then we got to protect from COVID. COVID's more important. We have to switch. We have to save lives. It's my own grandmother who's dying. Meh. Again, I bring up the point. If we really cared about lives, they would simply ban tobacco. Like, forget alcohol. I get it. Tobacco. Yes, alcohol kills tons of people. But tobacco. They would ban tobacco. Then they'd ban alcohol. Because it's about lives. And it's about saving them. And yes, it's people's choice. But it's also people's choice to wear a mask, not wear a mask. Go outside or not go outside. People's choice is to go outside or not go outside. That's simple. That's your choice. If you go outside during the pandemic and everything, you might die. Now, it's also people's choices to bring it to their own home. That's true. Everything's a choice. But they're telling us what we can and can't do. That we have to wear masks, that we have to do this, and none of it's legal. And they're being told none of it's legal. And the sheriffs won't back it up because it's not legal. Like in Nazi Germany when they defunded the police so they could do what they wanted. This is all I'm trying to tell you guys. Guys, I don't give a shit about your right-left thoughts. Stop it. Stop your right-left. I get it. I'm the crazy guy in the book Night by Eli Wiesenthal. I'm the crazy guy in the book who comes back. I'm trying to remember his name. I loved him. But who comes back and warns them all that they're burning people and this and that. And they all know him as crazy, so they just ignore him. And they blow him off, and then next thing you know, they're all being killed. And see how the Republicans are slowly selling out? The top Republicans are selling out to that side. That's what they were doing in Nazi Germany. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You have to wake up to this. It's too obvious. Anyway, I'm going to move on from there. And I'm going to step over to, where was I? I don't know why I got off that. But yeah, I mean, just please wake up a little bit to this. I mean, it would just be nice. I want to talk about the schools. Because my last story, I'm going to lose a lot of people. So right now, I just want to talk about the schools. They're saying that children are losing education and children aren't learning. And that's not true. That is 100% not true. Poor and working middle-class children aren't learning. That's who. The ones they want to become zombies. The ones they want to become laborers, providers of service, armies, things like that. Those people, they're not learning. Their kids aren't learning. My child, I hope, is learning because I'm teaching her and I'm a teacher. So I hope I'm doing a good enough job. Again, who knows? I might be the worst teacher ever, and now it's just me. So then she has the worst teacher ever, and she's, dying in life, right? I don't know. But here's what I'm telling you, is poor, middle class, working middle class, our children aren't learning. Rich people's children are learning privately wonderfully. They're in their own little groups. If you look on the bottom here, and then on the bottom over here, and on the bottom over here, they're getting little shoes sprayed before they come into school. They're going to just go in there and their school's open because it's a private little home. Both of those are private homes, the pictures. Then this is a girl who's at home because her mom probably works, maybe single parent, maybe double parent, who knows. Here's people in other countries whose kids used to go to school, but now they can't go to school, but they can all walk in a huge group. Right over here, some homeless white kids, fucking, that's what I'm saying. This is white, black, Latin, just poor. And keep that in mind. The people not learning right now, the people not learning about history right now. That's why they said the history and stuff is not being taught really in school. Certain things, laws aren't being taught in school. All these things aren't being taught in school right now. Well, they are being taught to rich kids, liberal kids, things like that. And I guarantee you the Republican rich people are teaching their kids. Poor kids and working class kids aren't learning. Just wake up to this, guys. There's a plan. They're dumbing us down. They're making us servants. Just wake up, please. The guy told you. He told you. I mean, please. The guy told you in the fucking speech. Please share this and watch the speech. Go back and watch the speech. I'm begging you guys. Okay. So this might be where I lose you. Let me see. Is this where I want to lose you yet? Oh, this is what I wanted to say, though. I am at this point. I'm going to tell you right now. This is where I'm at right now. These are the people who want to stop Trump at any cost. You got Pelosi, Schumer, George W. Bush, Cuomo, Newsom. Do you really trust these people to have your best interest in heart? Do you truly believe that any of these people, Pelosi and Newsom, both of the bookends here, these two bookends, right? Pelosi and Newsom, both. Pelosi got her hair done when nobody else was allowed to, and she called the woman a liar and a scammer, and the woman lost her business due to death threats and stuff. She had to give up her business because of Pelosi. A female lost a business because of Pelosi during the pandemic. Newsom went to a private dinner party with well over 11 people against his own orders. And you trust these people to have your best interest in mind. That is stupid. I get it. Trump is a bloated asshole. So he's with them and doing all this, or he's the bloated asshole like them who doesn't want what they're doing to happen. He thinks he might actually care about America and human beings and things like that. Who knows? He might be a good guy. Remember, in every movie, the hero looks like an asshole. The hero looks like the worst, and then they're the hero. Just remember that. Just keep it in mind. I mean, be a little smart these days, people. Okay, last thing we're going to talk about, and this is where I'm going to piss off a lot of people. I'm going to piss off everyone except for possibly Ricky Schroeder and a couple of other people. But, well, actually, I might piss off Ricky Schroeder because what's funny is this is Kyle Rittenhouse. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I don't. Oh, sorry. I didn't know. I always never think I have comments. Wallace, how's that doing? Yeah, I know. Oh, shut up. You're up in Vegas? I might be up there soon. I'm banned I'm banned through a couple of the bookers there because of the things I come out with on my podcasts and stuff and things I say and people I've called out. So just so you know, getting cut out and getting banned is real. I called out people for sex things like that. And, you end up getting quickly banned. That's just how life goes. That's reality. Believe it or not, I don't give a shit. I have a lot of close friends, quote unquote, close friends that didn't believe me, didn't support me, didn't back me, never helped me get through it. And they can suck my balls now because I'm doing really well otherwise. In other ways, I'm doing really well. And so it's going to be kind of a shock for people coming up soon. But I've been doing really well. And so those people can go suck balls and die because they're the worst. I don't even mind. I could give a crap if anyone's against me or this and that. But the people who are supposed to support me, have my back, protect me like I protected them, support me like I supported them, help me like I helped them, not give me their secondhand garbage. not offer me their secondhand crap that they don't want anymore and we're gonna give away or throw away. Bullshit. Like, I had people bring me food. I had people bring me Christmas presents for my kids. That shit's badass. I had other people give me their secondhand old crap, like, oh, maybe a kid wants to, you know, this and that. But I'm saying and they owed me big time. The people who got me food, the people who gave me money, the people who got me Christmas gifts and things like that, and other things like that for my kids when I couldn't do it. This was years ago. They didn't owe me shit. I can't even think of one of them I really did anything for. Maybe I helped them get them on a tiny show, like a open mic at best. I don't know what I ever did for them. I was a friend to them. I'm a good person, but they helped me. And no, I hope she does get off. But yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. And so here's the point. Kyle Rittenhouse, I don't agree with what he did. I don't think he should have been there. I don't know about the murder thing and everything else because he was attacked. They chose to attack a guy who had a gun on him in a right to carry state. They're dead. I think he should get negligent homicide, that he should not have been there. I don't believe he should have been there. I don't think he had any right to be there. You know, so many, that's funny, Brian. I love that. There's been so many people on the right who had said during the riots or during this, when people got arrested or got hurt or got beat during the riots or things like this, well, keep them at home. Why are they out there rioting? Why was he out there then? Same question goes back to the other side. Why was Kyle Rittenhouse out there? Because he was looking for trouble. Now, he didn't attack those people, though. They did attack him. The guy who died at SAD, the kid who died at SAD, but he brought it upon himself by attacking a guy with a gun. That's idiotic. To gang attack a guy with a gun is idiotic in any sense. They took the law into their own hands. He took the law into his own hands. They took the law into their own hands. That's what happened. And that's what the charge should be, is negligent homicide. He never should have been there. But they shouldn't have attacked him. So I don't know. I guess I'm going to piss off everyone again in the sense of I don't agree that he should get off. I don't think he's innocent. Why the fuck is a 17-year-old going down there with a gun? They should take the gun and put it in his mom's asshole and blow the top of her fucking head off so she never reproduces again, is what they should fucking do. However, but then again, I shouldn't even say that. They should find the fucking dad who left and shove the gun up his asshole and blow his fucking head off and make sure he never reproduces again. The mom at least stayed and took care of her child. I apologize right now to the mom of Kyle Rittenhouse. I should not have said that. That was wrong. The dad should have it done to him for leaving. The mom should get helped in, if he does get out, if she has any more kids, she should get help in maybe raising them to not take guns places. That said, I don't know what they give for negligent homicide, but he should do probably a few years in juvie. I don't know. I don't know how that works, because if it was my kid, I'd find him and kill him. That's a fact. If it was my kid, I'd find him and kill him. And if those guys would have beat my kid to death, I'd have found them and killed them. I'd have killed their families in front of them. I'd have lost my fucking mind. Anything happens to my kids ever, I will fucking take out as many people as I fucking can. You could have that on video or whatever. I don't give a shit about this world again. Anything. I stay mellow and relaxed and everything else in this world. And I've taught myself to just not fight, not do anything physical, deadly or anything, because of my kids, because I have amazing kids. And so that's what I say. So if somebody shot my kid, I would retaliate. And if somebody attacked my kids and killed them, I would retaliate. If somebody attacked my kid in a gang attack like that, I would retaliate. If my kid got in a fight with someone and they just got in a fight and my kid lost, but was beat up or whatever, nothing. That's just a fight. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just think, here's the thing. If there's not logic in what I'm saying, then maybe I don't get logic or you don't get logic. But the logic is he shouldn't have been there with a gun. That was agitating. It was reckless. It was negligent on his mom's part. Horrible on his dad's part for never being there. Negligent on the mom's part. Negligent on his part at 17. Negligent that he had a gun. I don't know. But he shouldn't have been there. But they shouldn't have attacked him. If you can understand that, that's how logic works. He could have shown up with the gun and walked around like an idiot. And maybe you could have said that he pointed it at you and got him arrested. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't have to physically. Now, if you didn't physically attack him, you would more than likely, it's probable you would be alive. If he didn't bring the gun, it's way more probable the person would be alive. If they never attacked him, though, it is probable they'd be alive. If he didn't bring the gun, if he didn't show up. If he didn't show up, it's almost 100%, almost, that young man would have been alive. So if you follow that logic, there's fault everywhere. But him being there with the gun in a place where he did not need to be was negligent on his part. And then a homicide occurred. It's negligent homicide. I don't know how much time it gets. I'm just saying that's what the charge should be. It was like I initially thought the charge for George Floyd for the cops should have been murder too. I now realize it should be nothing at all. It should be their jobs reinstated and their back pay returned. And they should get fully exonerated. And the whole video should be shown to the world. Because if you see the whole video, you understand that those cops, and if they explain to you that in their own book procedure, the neck thing is something they do regularly. I've had it done to me. It's a horrible thing. I mean, it's not cool at all. It just is something they do regularly, and it's not what killed them. So if they were honest about everything, then we would understand better. But this is what I'm saying is some people are trying to make Rittenhouse a hero. Some people are trying to make him the devil. And he's right in here in between. He's just a fucked up human being that made a stupid decision. And it cost a life and it was deadly. And the other people made stupid decisions which cost a life and was deadly. And they're all culpable. I think everybody in there should be culpable for negligent homicide. Everyone who jumped him, everyone, including himself, for shooting the guy, should all be culpable for negligent homicide because they all created a situation where this kid ended up dead. They were all negligent in what they did. That's simple. Nobody was being a hero. Nobody was protecting anyone. That's the fact. Unlike with Christopher Price, I hope I'm saying the name right. Christopher Price, I'll be so pissed if I'm not. I don't have the picture right now. Christopher Price was being a hero, and he was shot to death by a cop, and he didn't get a gold casket, and he didn't get money from Ricky Schroeder. Although, I'm going to say this, and I've said this already, sorry. I kind of think Ricky Schroeder's pretty badass for bailing out the Rittenhouse kid, and I'll tell you why. That Rittenhouse kid had to be under threat constantly of death, and he hasn't had his trial, and his parent and mom cannot afford the bail they set. That's not right. He's not a flight risk. He's a 17-year-old kid. His mom can't even afford to send him out of the country. So if he took off, it would have to be within the country. They should have done the bail in an amount the mom could afford. They didn't. And Ricky Schroeder and I believe one other celebrity stepped up. Don't be mad at them for caring about American justice. Don't be mad at them for wanting people to have equal justice. And so fucking what if it wasn't you? Maybe Ricky Schroeder looked at that kid and saw himself as a kid and thought, wow, if my life had gone one step to the right, that could have been me. Now, Ricky Schroeder went through a lot of shit and he had a lot of opportunities. He still went through a lot of shit in his life. This kid has gone through nothing but cheesy ass life. He's lived a poor ass life. So maybe Ricky Schroeder looked and went, hey, I want him to have equal justice too. Why be mad? Ricky Schroeder should be applauded. Again, I think the kid should go down for negligent homicide. But Ricky Schroeder should be applauded for stepping up where nobody else was ever going to. That's what made my joke so funny when I said the guy couldn't afford the food and he was fumbling for money. And there were 4 people in front of me and I just walked right past him. And I found something in his pile that was around $5 and I put it back for him. Because you know what? He shouldn't have to be in Paris putting it back himself, but fuck it. We're all poor. I ain't chipping out $5, kind of thing. But that was the joke. He's like, and then I went and had sushi, and the guy came over to me and he was saying something. He didn't speak English, so I ignored him and went to my sushi. That's the point, is I could afford sushi, but I couldn't afford $5 for the guy to eat. That's the joke of what I put on TikTok or whatever. And so, but the point of it is that, where you're not a hero for fucking throwing the $5 down for the dude. It's just helping out. Just do it. I would always give the $5, of course. Here's the point. Ricky Schroeder stepped up when nobody else was gonna, and he made justice. And if you're mad that it didn't happen for somebody who was a Chinese, African, Jew, oh well, go fuck yourself. Then you give them the money next time. You have Ricky Schroeder money and throw it around the way you want. But what Ricky Schroeder did was good for the justice system. It equaled things out, just in life. It gave this kid an opportunity to be innocent until proven guilty and to not get killed in prison or brutally raped. And you know what? Because people will tell you that, like, oh, if you go to jail, you're going to get raped. I've got to call the world out on that. I've been to jail a couple times, and I've paraded around like a little hussy. And not once. They literally had to tell me to stop showering. They got me soap on a rope so it would stop falling. I never understand it. I literally. One time I only went hoping to, just have a little fun. I couldn't even let people I couldn't even give out hand jobs. Oh, by the way, free yourself in the world. Do that, because you got to understand that a lot of people are doing the things they're doing because they don't want pictures of them doing fucked up shit to come out. Remember what Scientology was doing when they were getting everyone's information? Now you're knowing why. When all these people were doing all this stuff to get all the information and to learn about all these people, and they have blackmail on everybody, and they were acquiring all this stuff, Hugh Hefner, everybody along the way, so many different operatives getting information on so many different people. This is why they did it, because now everyone has to do what they want. So just come out and say everything. Like, I've done everything, man. Like, I just want that known. If you ever think you've caught me or you got a video of me doing anything, I don't give a fuck. I've done it. I've never shot heroin. Let me just say that. But I've fucked in every direction. I've never kissed a man. It's so funny. I've always said that. I always say, I think like men holding hands or kissing is like I see two men holding hands, nothing against it. Like, God bless them. They probably see me and a girl holding hands and think, ugh. But here's the weird part. I think like seeing two men like holding hands or this and that, or thinking of two men kissing makes me like, ugh. But I could totally I'm totally cool with two men just ram fucking each other, just smashing, or one guy just dick choking another dude or whatever. Not a problem to me. So, but that's the thing is, by the way, that's still from my fucking braids. I've never got that hairline to go away down the middle there, but it will. But yeah, that's the thing. Free yourself. You know what I'm saying? Free yourself. I made one. My mom had a maid from TJ one time who was staying with us. She wasn't a maid, but she was staying with us and this and that. Made phone calls. My deal was I took the blame for the phone calls in exchange for sex, but then we negotiated it down to a makeout session. I was like 13, but I spoke Spanish. So, I would have dick, right? But I've been open. I've always said that. I did that. Everything I've ever done, I've never, ever raped a woman. I've never, ever beat a woman. I bit my ex-wife now in the arm while she was punching me in the face and taking my teaching ID. I bit her arm so she let go of my ID, and then I walked away. My first wife, I pulled her hair one time because she said she was taking my kids forever. I had them full time, and she was supposed to take them for a weekend, didn't want to. She was pissed, and she said, say goodbye to ever. I grabbed her, or she said, say goodbye to your kids forever. I grabbed her by her hair, and I said, if you take my kids, I'll kill my way through your family until they're back. Me and her get along great. Like I said, I'm going to dinner. Like we're all spending my son's birthday together at dinner. Like we used to go to games together, everything. This was a long time ago this happened when we were first getting divorced or whatever. And I had him full time. And so it was a whole thing. But I did do that. Like I did that. She punched me in the face a bunch of times. I didn't punch her back. I spit on her at Disneyland. She was punching me in the face. I spit on her. We got escorted out of Disneyland. But I don't ever deny that. That happened. I've never punched a woman. I've never slapped a woman. I've never choked a woman. Well, me and my ex used to do a lot of kinky shit, but all sexual. I've done a lot of other kinky sexual shit. But outside of sex, I've never choked a woman. I've never thrown a woman down or done anything like that. I've never forced a woman. I've never stalked a woman. I did threaten a woman one time that I was going to kill anyone she dated. There was a girl named Michelle Rivera in San Fernando. And I was huge, and I hung out with a lot of gang members at the time, so it scared the shit out of her. I was drunk out of my mind, forgot I even did it the next day. Didn't find out for months until I ran into her again that I even did that, and that she was scared to death and stayed inside for a month, and I felt horrible. I did do it, though, so I was a dick for doing that. Things like that, you know, and like I say, I've fucked in every direction, pretty much. Yeah, like I've never fucked a dude. But I've fucked around with dudes. See, I've fucked around with women. I've fucked around with food on occasion when I was young. And, you know, I think it was Dice had a great bit. It couldn't have been his because he's fucking hacked every fucking bit he did. But Dice did a bit of someone else's, obviously, where he was like, yeah, you know, Dice, we're having liver for dinner. He goes, good, I had it last night. Yeah. And, you know, he did that and it was funny. But, you know, we've all fucked food and done that. I do a bit where I said I have a 10-pound stuffed animal that sticks to the wall. Anyone have the stuffed animal with the hole in it? We all have it. Mine's a 10-pound panda, sticks to the wall with deep eyes. You know, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I've talked about how I wanted to fuck my mom. I grew up forever wanting to fuck my mom because she was so hot. Like I say, my older sister was hot, but she wasn't my type. My younger sister was an occasional jerk-off fantasy. But see, that's what I'm saying. But I've never, ever tried to have sex with my mom or my sisters. I did try and show my mom my boner once, not on purpose, like not like show her, but I had my sheets kind of pulled where you could see my heart on. And I was thinking maybe if she saw it and went, I should suck that, you know, but that's why, oh, I'm so weird, right? But a billion other fucking people have thought the same fucking thing. Other people, the other few, 7 billion or whatever, fucking ugly moms, disgusting moms don't turn them on. The rest of us, hot moms, we get turned on by them. That's just how it is. But that's reality in the world. See, we don't live in reality. If all these senators and governors and police and everybody else just lived in reality, do you know Louis Anderson could still be hosting Family Feud if he wasn't scared about being called out for being gay? Now he dresses up like a woman because he's transitioning. But he could have just never given a shit. He could have just said, you know what? It's like Ellen DeGeneres. Who are you hiding from? The whole industry is gay. Everyone's fucking everyone. Who were you hiding from, Ellen? But all these people could have just been gay. They didn't have to wait to come out. They could have just been open. Yeah, that's what I do. So what? Do you like my shit? Do you like my comedy? Because that's the thing. There's people who've done that. There's people who've just been, yeah, I'm gay. So what? Richard Simmons hid it forever. But it's like, yeah, there's people who just come out, yeah, I'm gay. And they're super popular for being gay. Forever, from way back in the day, everyone knew they were gay. And they were popular for being gay. They were fantastic. People have loved them. RuPaul. People from all over love RuPaul. Everyone likes RuPaul. So how do you pretend that the world won't accept you? That's just your own lies, and you're a liar, and stop it. Just come out. Just tell everyone. But you don't have to come out in an anger, in an attack, I'm fighting for my rights. Just be who you are. Just be. That's who I am. I'm who I am. That's all. You know, today I'm on Tinder. Tomorrow I'm on Grindr. The next day I'm on Up and Behind Her. I don't know what all the sites are, but I'm saying I'm everywhere I want to be whenever I want to be there. I'm a single man again. I can do anything I want if I want to. When I'm married, I'm married. When I'm with a woman, I'm with a woman. I've never been with a man. I've never like dated a man. I've never been in a relationship with a man. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do anything to me. Two men just Greco fucking or you know, one dude fucking sucking another dude's cock. I think that's kind of fucking, that makes me a little horny. I don't know. I have a fetish about it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I have an oral fetish or whatever they call it. But I don't give a shit. Like, what do I give a fuck what you think of me? And why do you give a fuck what I think of you? Just be you. Just be whoever you are. See, I don't need LGBTQ or straight dads of America or Proud Boys or conservatives or Black Lives Matter. Funny enough, I am like 30 something percent African. DNA ancestry, baby. It's Israel, it's Jewish African, but African blood nonetheless, like African blood. Morovia, it's in Africa. Anyway, African blood, 43%. But I'm not part of Black Lives Matter. I'm not part of White Pride. I'm not part of the Jewish Defense League. I'm just a human being living in this world, trying to have a little fun, just trying to get off and get people off and make people laugh and learn and do whatever. And I just want to be happy, and I want you, and you should want to be happy. You should want to be happy being you. And I think that's where we've lost everyone. Just be happy being you. You don't need a group. You'll never get along with a group. You'll never agree with a group. Inside both sides, on the right and the left, there are groups that hate each other. They just totally disagree with each other and want each other gone. Inside the groups. So groups are stupid. Stop it. Just be a human. Do what you want to do. Forget all the stuff you're doing. You want to protest corporations, not people. Protest governments, government officials, stores. Don't protest races. Don't protest religions. Just be your religion and let everyone else be theirs. And it's that simple. It's really easy. Just do you, let everyone else do them. And for the pro-life people, fuck yeah. Yeah. Be pro-life. Have all the kids you want. Let everyone else do what they want. God will sort it out if there's a God. If there isn't a God, then you were a waste of time. It was a waste of time for you anyway. If there's no God, then all your protesting and all your blowing up shit is a waste of fucking time. And it's annoying and you're wrong. If there is a God, God will deal with those people in judgment. Do you not get that? Like, how don't we wake up for this? I hope somebody shares this just so people can. If I make no sense, then I make no sense. Then I'm completely insane. But I just think, don't yuck my yum. You know what I'm saying, though? But if we follow this, don't yuck my yum. I won't yuck your yum. And that's it. As long as my yum never takes away anyone else's right to be. You see? Just don't take away someone else's right to be. And they should never take away anyone else's right to be. If you remember that, if what you're doing does not infringe on someone else's right to be, rock and roll. It's super easy, meaning don't protest about someone's right to get an abortion. Don't protest about someone's right to be a Christian or a Muslim or an atheist or a devil worshiper. Protest against somebody you found out that was killing kids and calling it devil worship. Protest against somebody who's a Christian and was killing Muslims and calling it the work of God. Yeah, go after them. Protest them. They're bad people, individuals, but they don't represent the religions. They don't represent the ideals. They don't represent any of it. We can beat some Antifa. When can we beat some Antifa? Josh, I got to tell you, bro. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's what they're looking for. I got to tell you, I've said this before. I would rather we broke out in civil war than to see Trump succeed. I honestly scares the shit out of me because, and I'm going to leave you guys with this because I think a lot of people didn't see the video. I'm going to play it one more time and I'll tell you why is it matters. Please watch this video of KLAUS SCHWAB. He's the head of the world economy or he's the world economical leader. Sorry. And what he's talking about is scary as fuck. And people need to really, 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 really wake up to it. So please, please just watch this for me for a minute.
The COVID-19 crisis has shown us that our old systems are not fit anymore for the 21st century. It has laid bare the fundamental lack of social cohesion, fairness, inclusion, and equality. In short, we need a great reset. We have a choice to remain passive, which would lead to the amplification of many of the trends we see today. Polarization, nationalism, racism, and ultimately increased social unrest and conflicts. But we have another choice. We can build a new social contract, particularly integrating the next generation. We can change our behavior to be in harmony with nature again. And we can make sure that the technologies of the fourth industrial revolution are best utilized to provide us with better lives. It is obvious that we are in the midst of the most severe crisis the world has experienced since World War II. 75 years ago, countries and people came together to shape the post-war global order, which brought us decades of peace, increased global cooperation, and prosperity to hundreds of millions of people around the world. Now is the historical moment, the time, not only to fight the virus, but to shape the system for the need for the post-corona era. We have to mobilize all constituents of our global society to work together. We must not miss this unique window of opportunity.
Sorry, got caught up in that. My loss. I was going wacky. All right, so that's my point. I mean, if it doesn't wake you up at all, if it truly doesn't wake you up, and if my fantastic sorry, that hurt so bad. Okay, so I was trying to make my arm less numb. If it doesn't crack you up that my Marxism 2020, the reboot, we will not see it coming. Come on. That's the best. That's fantastic. And shame on you for not thinking it's fantastic. But it is the truth. It is the truth. We will not see it coming. But it is coming. The guy's told you. Again, he's throwing up the double Hitlers. Right there. There they are. The double hits. Boom, boom. Chai, chai. Zig and Heil. That's what he calls his right and left hand. He calls his right hand Zig, his left hand Heil. Zig Heil. That's the name of his hands. I don't know. I made that up. The simple fact is, let's save the country, huh? What do you think? You guys want to do that? Everyone want to do that? Who wants to save the country? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to save the world? Then you need to realize who this guy is immediately. We need to stop our fighting. We need to all come together, and maybe the reboot is to get rid of everybody across the board over the age of 40. I'm 50. I'm not including myself in this. Everyone over the age of 40 needs to go. But not the Republicans, not the Democrats, not the liberals, all of them. Anybody in office over the age of 40 needs to step down. Actually, we just need to revote everything. We need an entire re-election where anyone can run. Anyone can run. Each state has a representative. That's all. That decides for that state. Like they deal with what that state wants. That's all. But anyone can run. And we need to revote. That's the reboot we need. That's the only possible reboot. But we can't reboot capitalism. That's going to be cheese lines, baby. Please wake up to that. We can't become all liberals. We can't become socialists. Right? I mean, I'm sorry. We can't all become liberals. We can't all become socialists. It's just not going to work. It's not a good society. It's never worked. So we need what we have right now with equality for everyone. It's that simple. Stop pretending that Black Lives Matter thing is extended to all Black people. It isn't. Stop pretending that all Black people are living the life of a majority of Black people, because they're not. A majority of Black people, yes, they face racism, systemic racism, and things like that all the time. But then you have a large amount of Black people that do not ever, and they have no idea, and they happen to be some of the loudest. And they're being represented in this and that. Well, the real Black people in this country who truly need to be represented aren't being represented. They're still poor. They're still suffering. Their neighborhoods still suck. Their opportunities are still limited. But you have these really, really rich white, Black, Asian, everything celebrities pretending like they care, and business corporate people pretending they care. But they don't, and they're not doing anything to change it. You know what? If you want to change, first of all, the neighborhoods for people in low-income areas, you right off the bat provide cameras everywhere in the outsides. As soon as you put cameras everywhere with police everywhere, with trained police officers from college within the community, all college graduates, and you're like, what? Yeah, college or military. They have to have been college or military. They have to have outstanding records in the community, and then full Black background checks, everything. Get them, put them all over the communities, make it safe. The communities themselves will prosper. Black people will prosper like all other people, like any other people, like Latin people have, like Asian people have. Black people will prosper just as fast, if not faster, because they're already implanted. They're a complete part of America from the beginning. They are America. Black people are America. White people are America. Asian people are American. Latin people are America. What America is all of us. Jewish people, we're America too. And that's the thing. And so they will prosper. But provide the children with a safe community. Get the drugs out of their faces. Stop making marijuana so okay. It should be legal. It should be fine for adults to do it. Stop tailoring it to children. Stop doing all the vapes and all the bullshit. It's not needed. Marijuana comes in a natural form. Leave it the fuck alone. They need to outlaw the manufacturing of any marijuana other than, meaning any electronical marijuana. Edibles, things like that, fine. Weed, fine. Hash, fine. Wax and stuff needs to be gone. And I love wax. It needs to be gone. It's the manufacturing that's bad. Anyway, enough of what I have to say, guys. Let's go blast. Let's go smoke. Let's go do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's all fuck each other in circles and just see who connects to who. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. If anything I said bothered you, you're a cunt.